But SDD document created by developer, right, Maninder?
No. Architect. If SDD developer will create, solution design document developer will create, then what is the role of architect? When the designing part is done by architect only. He will design that, okay, how we gonna create a house. Developer in the layman language, you can understand developer is kind of a labor who is actually working on a house. And architect is just like a contractor who has to, map, who creates map and all. These are architect. The brain work, most of the time, brain work done by the architect. Will create the architecture actually.
Okay, both PDD and SDD document created by architect.
Oh, no. PTD will be created by your BA, business analyst.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Now, let's understand introduction to UiPath. So this is the second lesson, which is introduction to UiPath, where you need to understand that, okay, what is UiPath and what are the products of UiPath. So this is today's agenda. We're gonna see UiPath and its product. And second topic we're gonna pick up, it's robots and their type. What kind of robot? So first, in product, you will understand, okay, what are the product basically? Studio, what is studio? What is robot? What is orchestrator and all? Then we'll see the robots and its type that, okay, what kind of robots we have and all. Then we have studio overview. We'll understand UiPath, how UiPath studio is, and then we'll see orchestrator that, okay, how
Good morning,
orchestrator
Maninder.
works. Hi,
Maninder,
good morning.
your voice is low for me. I don't know.
It's slow for all. Hello.
It isn't Maninder.
Normal, right? Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
But for me, it's okay.
Okay. Okay. Cool. No worries. So, and we're gonna install, UiPath Studio on your system. Then we're gonna see UiPath user interface, then feature of Studio, and then we'll build our Hello project. The first project, Hello World project, automation in UI. Okay. So these are the steps which, or these are the agenda for the lesson two. It's possible that lesson two will finish in 1 or 2 days, like today or tomorrow. Okay, but by tomorrow we have to finish or see and look into understand these agendas. Okay, now let's understand first UiPath products. So these are the learning objectives, but let's understand UiPath first. So what is UiPath? UiPath is basically world leader RPA software. Okay, everywhere you go, you have UiPath on their machine. The company UiPath is there everywhere. People are adopting UiPath because of its vast features in their industry to automate different kind of application. Okay. UiPath was founded in 2005, Romania. Okay, it was founded by basically 9 members, and the founder was ex-employee of Microsoft. In today, UiPath has 40 plus countries. It has offices. It is helping organization to transform their manual tasks to the automation, and it has more than 10,000 customers globally. Okay. Now let's understand UiPath products basically. So UiPath have three projects. One is Studio, second is Orchestrator, and the third one is Robo basically. So in an easy way, let's understand Studio first. Studio is where you design your bot. It is just used to design your bot. To execute and to run and to convert a manual process to automation process, you need three entities. The first one is Studio, where you will design your robot, where you will create your process properly from with the help of codes, with the help of activities, with the help of different applications. You will design your code over there. Okay. Then second things comes, which is orchestrator, where you basically execute your robot. Where you basically execute or where you basically uh, from where you schedule your robot. And the third thing is robot, which run the process. Okay. So Let me give you a basic and give me a second. Oh, resume.
No, Maninder.
I think it stopped.
Why? Okay, sure. Okay. Now, let's understand. So we have studio, we have seen the flows. Now let's understand type of robots. Now you are running, suppose you are running your robot. So from studio, as I said, from studio, the code goes to the orchestrator, and from the orchestrator, the code goes to the assistant, and the robot runs in. Okay. Now let's understand what type of robots you have. Okay. So we know studio now, that how studio is basically a canvas where you can create your code, where you can create your automation. But to run the automation, you have robot. So now you have two types of robots. First robot is attended, and the second one is unattended. Okay. In interview, they ask you what kind of robots, what kind of robot license. So we have basically two kind of robots. One is attended and unattended. What is attended robot? As the name suggests, the attended robot is basically which need attention, where human will be there. To trigger attended robot, human push will be required. And unattended is where no intervention required. Okay. So attended robot is where you need a human, basically. Attended robot is like, I have created a process on my system. Now I'm running that process on my system only. That's attended robot. Or if I gave you the code, you are running it. You can't schedule it, basically. That's an attended robot. To trigger the code, you need to be there. You can run it from your, you can run it from your assistant directly. The code will be there. You just have to push a start button and you can run it. It will not automatically restart. Robot will not pick it and just run it. No. So how it goes basically, suppose I have pushed a code on your system. Okay. So you have the code over here on your assistant. And this is your robot or executor. Okay. This is your code. And there will be a run button next to it. You need to run it if your robot, if in that machine, your robot is attended. So what you need to do is a human need to go to the assistant, press the start button, and then it will start. Otherwise, it will not. But in unattended, yeah.
So is there any pop-up or something there on that machine, robot machine?
Yeah, not pop up, but you need to open the assistant and run it from there.
Okay.
It will be there. If I open the UiPath assistant, okay. Okay. Yeah, like this. So this is where you need to click on run and then it will run. This is called attended. You are, manually running. It's not running by default or, it's not getting scheduled. It's not like, okay, you're scheduling it and it is running. Or no. To trigger this one, you need a human intervention. Because in somewhere, there can be condition where you will feel that, okay, you need a human intervention over there because the data is very critical or that process is very critical. Like in banks, the transfer of money is very critical thing. If there is a big amount, it's a very critical thing that, okay, at 9 o'clock, at sharp 9 o'clock, one person will come, one, designated person will come and release the amount. Like Ambani is there. money will come and release the amount. Then only the amount will. Uh, suppose Ambani has some urgent work today and he can't release the work. He doesn't want to release the amount. So if it is automatically, it's automatic thing. So if he doesn't want it, automatically the amount will be released. So in this case, you need a human. Sorry, in this case, you need the attended, scenario where Ambani will come, and at that day he will understand that okay, now today I want to today I want to release the amount. So he will release the amount, and that's how he will go to assistant and run it from here. Click on this button and then run it. Otherwise, he won't. So this is attended scenario when you need a human basically. That's attended.
Maninder, a small question.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, uh, this attendant bot can also be executed from the orchestrator as well, right? It does not need to be only from the assistant tray itself.
No, it can't be from that. The only difference between a attended and unattended devices. You can't execute attended robot or attended kind of bot from the orchestrator. From orchestrator, you
Mm.
can just
But Mahinder, it published through orchestrator, right? Because that
you can
nugget
publish.
files.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Same thing. Everything is same. Only problem is the execution doesn't
Only
go automatic.
execution. Okay. Invoking, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Everything is same. Code is same. The way it goes is same. The only problem is you need a human over there to execute. Run it from there. Okay.
Okay.
Now, unattended, everything you can do, like, okay, we saw the scenario that, okay, how the package goes and all. So that is, unattended way. You completely can schedule it from there. So this is how attended and unattended robot. Question over here, they ask you that, okay, uh, can you provide input to your unattended robot and attended robot from orchestrator? Yes, you can do. Other things, everything you can do apart from execution. For starting your robot, you need a human over there in attended one. Unattended one, you don't need it. You can just directly schedule it. So that's how a robot. So now let me show you the cycle again. Let me show you the, or let me make you won't forget anything now. Now connect, you will be able to connect the dots properly over here. Okay, that's all. This is my studio. If you have any question, please ask and feel free to ask. This is my studio. I have created a process. Okay. Now this process,
Maninder,
yeah,
I have question actually.
yes, yes,
We have seen that unattended and attended, right?
yes,
So unattended triggered by schedule, okay, and then attended triggered by that assistant, right?
yes, yes,
So how many way we can trigger the unattended robots? That is one way is schedule, right?
yes.
Is there another way to trigger it or invoke it?
There are different ways you can trigger from Azure, other application. You can trigger it from your local, means even unattended robot also you can trigger it from us. It's not like only attended you can trigger. You can trigger unattended from the your assistant itself. So that's why I'm coming back to this topic again, how the
Okay.
flows goes basically. Yeah, yeah. So so
So
that you.
we can see, right, that in next lecture or after this, that how we can trigger it.
Ha ha ha.
Okay.
Definitely, you need to create processes and all everything.
Okay.
This all is a part basic. Don't worry, everything we're gonna cover. If you have at the end any question, then also we'll see that one. Okay, but we'll take it in a flow basic. Okay. Now,
Okay.
when you create a process, you will have few different files. Okay. Now, understand this one. Suppose you have process. Your code will be in the XAML files. and then you will have some JSON file, some or one, basically project JSON, which contains the information about the project. Okay, this is your one process. Okay, now it is created in Studio. You haven't decided till now whether it is unattended process, attended process, or kind of anything over here. It's just a process. It's just step or kind of like say 5 steps. You have automated 5 steps. Now this is just a process. Now this process you will publish, and this process will be created as NuGet package. It's a zip package kind of. Okay. You will publish this package to the orchestrator. Now in orchestrator, you can publish in 2 ways. You can place your package in 2 ways. First one is directly from the studio if it is connected, if your orchestrator is connected to the studio. So you can publish it directly. Or while publishing from studio, suppose this orchestrator is not connected with your studio, then how to publish this package or place your package into the studio? Okay, people are still joining. Ankush, is joining again. Okay. So first thing is when your studio is connected with the orchestrator, then you can directly publish it. Right? This is called placing of your package into orchestrator. Okay. Now try to understand the second way when there is no connection between
Sorry,
orchestrator.
Maninder, I think there your voice broke. Was not able to hear your voice. Can you repeat that same publish thing again?
This one.
Yes, yes, yes.
So suppose you have created your package in studio. Now you need to place this package in orchestrator. Okay, in this orchestrator. You have 2 options. The first one is first roadmap says when a studio is connected with orchestrator, and the second roadmap says when there is no connection between your studio and orchestrator is on some another domain, studio is some on another domain, studio is somewhere else, orchestrator is somewhere else. There is no connection between orchestrator and studio. How you gonna place your package into the orchestrator? If the connection is there, you can directly publish from studio to the orchestrator, directly publish. But if the connection is not there, what you need to do is you need to, when you are publishing it, you need to select the path as your local folder, any folder on your system. It will create a Nugget package over there in your local Nugget package over there. And then you will go to the orchestrator, wherever the orchestrator is there, and then you will upload that package over. It has a feature also that orchestrator has. Okay, it's not required. Suppose I have created my process in the studio. Okay, I am um, I'm working in Mercedes, suppose, and you are working in Deloitte, different companies. Okay, I've created
So
a
Maninder, we
yeah,
upload the XAML JSON files or Nugget? What
Nugget,
files we
Nugget,
upload?
Nugget only.
Okay, Nugget files up.
We
Okay,
only, yeah, orchestrator only need Nugget. It doesn't need to, it doesn't need to have your packages
okay,
or complete. It doesn't need to have your JSON file, your XAML file. I don't care about that. I need just Nugget package. I need package. Okay, code which I need to run. Simple. Okay. So how it's gonna go is I have a process over here, XAML process over here. This process I can directly publish it to the orchestrator. That's if I'm connected with. But if I am Mercedes, I'm your client. Okay. I have to automate your process, which is you are, suppose, Deloitte company. Okay. And I am some TCS. Okay, services based company. And Deloitte has some process which gave to the TCS. It says, can you automate my project, please? So I said, okay, fine, I'll automate it. I have automated it. Now, Deloitte will not ask me that, give me the code. It will ask me, see, what I will do with the code. I need package. I'll run the package and my work should be done. So as a TCS, what I will do, I'll convert that package from Studio. I'll just publish it. But while publishing it, it will ask me the location where I want, destination where I want to publish it. Instead of giving orchestrator, I will give my local folder. And then it will give me Nugget package. It will give me Nugget package. And that Nugget package, I will give to the Deloitte team. And then manually they will go to the orchestrator, and there is an upload button in the packages. They will upload it from the local, and the package will be in the orchestrator. So there are two ways to publish your package into the second question people asked in the interviews. First question they asked about the architecture. Right now we are understanding the architecture. Okay? The first they ask types of robots. Second, they will ask you what are the ways where you can publish your orchestrator. So there are two ways. First is when you have the connection. Second one is manual way when studio is not connected with same orchestra. So you publish the no. Okay. Now, till now, any problem, guys? Any issue or any clarification you would need over here? Uh,
No,
people,
man.
yeah,
Manindra,
yes,
I
yes,
have one question.
yes.
So the versions that we are doing it, the all of these things that we publish it, right? So it will maintained as a versions, right? So s- it can the versions are always be saved in orchestrator itself.
No, the published version, the
Yeah.
version will be in your JSON file. Project JSON contains basically your project version. Once you publish
Okay.
it, version will automatically, suppose 1.1 version is there, the version will increase to 1.2. It's not a big deal. You can change anytime. It's not a
Uh, And how about the maintenance of versioning as well?
published versions, package version,
Yes. Yes.
it will automatically increase. The version will automatically increase. In the orchestrator also, the version will be like 1.2, 1.3. All the codes will be there.
Okay.
Older versions will also be there. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Now you have packages in the orchestrator. Now, from that package, right now, you have package in the orchestrator. Now, let's understand that from the orchestrator thing. Let's understand this thing. Okay. So, in the orchestrator, you have package now. You have package. You haven't created as a process. Now, suppose this package has one version, two version, three version, four version. That means version means you have some updates. You made the update. Again, you upload it. But then you ran the process and you saw, oh, there is one thing which I missed. Then you went back to the code. You made update in the code. Then you publish it. It will go as a 3. Then you made the change. It will go as 4. Right? Consecutive. Now you have multiple packages and their version over. Now, once you are done with this, you want to run this process into the robot. Okay. Okay. Now, what we will do is, this is your process, your package. Now, task is to create a process over here. Now you are ready to create a process. You will click on that one, create process. And now you want to create a, while creating the process, it will ask you, the first thing it will ask you, which package, from which package you want to create the process. You will choose your package P. Now then it will ask you the version. You say that, okay, I want to run third version. And then the process Now you have
Man-
created the process. Yes, yes.
Maninga, this is process or process name?
Sorry.
You have created in orchestra process or process name?
It's a process in the orchestra. Process name, basically. Process. Oh, this is process type of project. This is
Okay.
so project has of different types. You are getting. So project also have different types. Okay, there is process, there is library, there is okay. So we have different type of project, but don't get confused over here. I would have- okay. So this is project. Now you will create a process. Process that doesn't mean it's not like automation process. It's like you are saying that okay, this is a process now. I have bunch of steps, create a process out. Now in the orchestrator, you will create a process. Just a name. You'll give a process and you'll give a name, then it will take this package, it will create a project. Now you want to run it, so it will trigger. You'll go to trigger, and now you will run. Once you are triggering it, now you have two types of trigger. Manually, you have majorly you have two type of trigger. One is called time-based trigger. One is called queue-based trigger. Time-based trigger is where you will say run it at 10 o'clock, run it at 11 o'clock, run it at every Monday 7 o'clock, like this. That's a time-based. That's fixed. It's in the time frame. It's fixed time, dynamic, but in time. Like suppose I'm saying that uh, every Tuesday, every second Tuesday, run at 1 o'clock. That's a dynamic time, but it's a time based. And the second one is queue based. When I'm saying that if for my robot, if there is input, then run that queue based trigger. So I have created a process, means I have said that, okay, this is the process which I want to run. This is a package. From this package, I've created a process. I said, okay, this is a process. Use this package to run. Okay. And then it will ask me, trigger, fine. Now I want to run it, right? But how you want to run it? Whether you want to run it time based, whether you want to queue based. So I'm saying run as a time based. But what if I run it at, suppose I said, okay, run at 10 o'clock at night. It's my bot started, but there's no input to run it. So there I need a second concept that's called queue based. Because I want to say that, okay, fine, run it when you have input. The condition can be if you are 100% sure that, okay, every time you're going to have input, the time base. You are saying that, okay, your robot will be right. Whenever you have input, run it, please. Finish it, yeah. But there you need queue based. Okay. Then
So here we can say like that if there is a condition, then we use the QBase, right?
input, when you have input,
Okay.
then you can run. If you don't have, then you can run time base, right? If you are saying that, okay, if you have input, run it. If you don't have input, don't run it. That's queue based. And the third thing it will ask me robot. So I will select the robot. Either it is attended, unattended. Now the code will go to my executor or my assistant. Now this is very important. This is very important. Okay, trigger is the third important thing. First was type of robot. Second was how you can publish your package from your studio to the orchestrator. Okay, and third one was trigger. These are very important questions. These are interview questions they ask you from. Now, From the orchestrator, my code will go to my third entity, which is my assistant for the execute robot. Now, this code will go to my assistant as a NuGet package. It will go into my machine. The code will go that definitely the code will go definitely into my machine to run it. Okay. Now, in my assistant, the code is there. Now, according to the type of my robot, the code has been deployed from orchestrator to my machine, irrespective whether it is, whether it is attended robot or unattended robot. I have scheduled it, I have put it, the code will go over there. Okay. Now in assistant, my NuGet package, the code is there. Till now, I'm unaware of that, whether my robot is attended or unattended. Think in that scenario. Think like a code. Okay. I'm a code, I'm going into that machine. I don't know whether that, in that machine, I'm going over there, but whether my robot is attended or unattended. But one thing is very sure, there should be a connection between your robot and your orchestrator. Very important. The connection should be built up over there. Otherwise, how you gonna push your code? There's only one way, from the orchestrator. Now, the code is in assist. If this robot is unattended, so this robot gonna run my code. If it is unattended, it gonna run it. If it is attended robot, then a human is there. Human would be required to run the code. So this is entire journey of your code from your studio till assistant, and understand that everybody, studio, orchestrator, and your assistant and robot is doing their task independently. So orchestrator have pushed the code to the assistant without knowing that that robot is attended or unattended. My studio has published the package without knowing whether I'm connected to the orchestrator or not. You know, you said store it in local. That store it in local. It didn't ask you that, oh, hey, you are not connected with the orchestrator. I will not publish this code to the. I will not convert this code into a Nugget package. No, it is converting that package into Nugget. So my job is this one. Orchestrator is saying, okay, fine, I got the process. I don't care whether your project is right or wrong, whether your project has some code problem or something. No, I got the package. I'm converting it this into. I got this package. I'm triggering it. I got this package. I have triggered it to the assistant. I have, thrown that my code into assistant. Assistant is saying, okay, give me the code. I don't know whether my robot is attended or unattended. Now, robot, at the end, robot need to decide, okay, how I am attended. I need human. Yeah, I'm unattended. Okay, now I can run it because I'm attended. Sorry. So these are the major products of UiPath. Okay. If you have any doubt over here, please ask, or we are moving to the next. Any doubt, guys?
Mahinda, sorry to ask. Actually, I miss actually. Where we can select that attended or unattended robot?
Okay, while so attended and unattended license, these are basically license. So it
Mm-hmm.
comes as a cost license, different license. Like so $2,000 is your $2,500 is your attended robot, and 4,000 something dollar is your unattended robot. So when you installed robots, it asks you key basic installation. So you put the installation key, then it will be you know as a unattended or attended. It goes as attended or some basic. So you
Okay.
don't select it somewhere while installing it. It is basically according to your license. Cool.
So Mahinder,
Yeah.
yeah. If I have published the code in assistance, so orchestrator is required or not?
Orchestrator is required. No, you are not publishing the code to the assistant basically. Oh, you are saying that whether you need to still connect it to the orchestrator or not.
Yeah, yeah,
No,
let's say if I am not connected to orchestrator, I want to run this code attended mode.
uh-huh. No, you
So
don't need orchestrator. If you are not, see, orchestrator is not just to trigger or to do these kind of things, you know. It is also used to maintain your credentials. It is also used to maintain your data. It is also used to store your files and all. There's not only single property with orchestrator.
yes.
So if you are using it, it's fine. If you are not using it, you don't need orchestrator to be connected to the assistant.
So if any codes are if any credentials are there saved in orchestrator, then how it will run in attended
You
mode?
need to get connected to the orchestrator.
So without orchestrator, I can't run it from assistance, right?
No, if see, it's like okay, you have code on your local. Okay, if you don't, suppose if you have code in your orchestrator and if you're taking information from the orchestrator, you definitely need to connect, even if you are running from the assistant.
So I didn't get it. Say it
So
again.
suppose you
Mhm.
are taking, as you said, right, your credentials and all you are taking from orchestrator, stored in orchestrator.
Yeah.
If you're if you are running your robot from the assistant, even if you are
Mm.
running your bot from the assistant, you
Mm.
need to get connected to the orchestrator so that your robot can take credentials and all the input files or input from the orchestrator.
Yes. So without orchestrator, we can't run it from assistance. If I trigger it manually, means in attended mode, I can't trigger it. If my machine is not connected to orchestrator, it can't run, right?
Even if your machine is not connected to orchestrator, the process will not come into your this one or assistant.
Okay. So here, like you are saying, showing this assistant, some process is showing.
No,
Here
I'll show
orchestrator.
you.
Yeah.
This is my preference. Now I'll go to orchestrator setting. Okay. Now this is signed out. Okay. Now you can see there is no process over here because in assistant you get processes from the orchestrator. Give me a second.
Okay, Mahinder, means if your studio and assistant is in one machine, then and then only that work, right? And if your studio and the assistant is different machine, then it will not work. The orchestrator is must there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
okay.
if you are even you can run bots from three ways. The first one is from orchestrator. Okay. The second one is you can run it from studio also. Suppose if I have my bot in studio, I can run it from there also. Third one is you can run it from this. So if you are running it from studio, you don't need to connect your assistant to the orchestrator. You can run directly into from the studio. If you are running from the assistant, so basically this need to be connected with the orchestrator. So this is service URL you're taking from the assistant will not activate other. Robot is not.
Okay.
Yeah. And the third one is you can run it automatically from the orchestrator. Means when you are scheduling it. Okay.
Okay.
Maninder, can a single bot can use both attended and non-attended license or bot of it?
No, you need to have kind of. Give me a second. Yeah, you need to have different machine for.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Now what you guys need to do is you guys can install UiPath into your system. If you have UiPath into your system, it's good. Otherwise, if you don't have, so please install UiPath community version. Okay. So you can directly go to UiPath community. You have to install it from product page. So you can directly go to this one, UiPath product. Try UiPath for free. Okay. Okay. So you need to go to this URL. I'm pasting this. Okay. So I have pasted the URL in chat. So in the products, there will be try UiPath for free. Then you can click on that free one. It will ask you to register. You can register with your Gmail, okay, free of cost Gmail. So UiPath has two kind of license, basically three kind of license. Academic Alliance is for the students. They need to enter their college IDs and all. Communities for the people who are working, our kind of people who want to learn UI. And the third one is enterprise version, which is paid version basically. So there's no difference when you're going for the learning one. So you need to install the community version. You can directly click on try UiPath for free. So if I go over here, okay, and I click on try UiPath. Okay. Okay. So you can register yourself with, continue with Google Chrome from here. So you need to install community version. Install the UiPath community version here, and then you can download the studio. You will get a studio. Okay. Anyone who's downloading UiPath? So if you are doing it, you can share your screen. You can share your screen and then I can help you. So, Sachin? Hello.
Yeah, Maninder, I have already downloaded it.
Ah, nice. So are you installing it or it's got installed?
I have installed it already.
Oh, nice, yeah. Anyone who haven't installed it yet, UiPath, haven't installed it? Nice. If you have installed it, it's good, man.
Yeah.
I can go ahead now then. Okay, guys. So great. So let me show you my screen again. And this one, student. Okay. Now opening studio. So I'll give you a brief, whatever is required right now, I'll give you a brief about that only. And then later, the moment we are using other different things like, GitHub and all, then I'll show you uh, elements on your studio. So this is called backstage view of UiPath. Okay. This is a backstage view of UiPath. In this, the first thing is you're open. Okay. Suppose you have already some process which you want to,
Maninder, at the
yeah.
time of installation, I faced the issue like that. Studio and Studio X. What is different between that?
Studio, you need to install Studio basically. Studio is for business purpose. Studio X is more for financial processes, basically for finance process. So we are creating for business, means whole over a big circle is Studio X is limited It is type of same. It's very similar to Studio, but its functionality is limited a little bit smaller. So we
Okay.
are using Studio. Yeah. I'm sorry, guys. This is the sixth day of my fever, and I'm getting up. That's why I'm coughing a lot. Yeah. So okay. Now this is the backstage view of Studio. Now, if you already have some process, yeah, and you want to open it, you can use open, and then you can go directly over there and suppose show me message. Then you have, as I said, this project file will contain all the information about this process. Show me message process. Project file will have all the information. We'll see whole things over here once we create the kind of information and all. But let's understand this. You click on that project JSON and it will open. Close the project is like, okay, when if you have opened some project, you can close it. Okay. Now, start. From start menu, you can see open. If you want to open a local project, you can. If you want to clone it from some version control, suppose Git from TFS from SPN, you can clone it from here. Okay. Now, if you want to create a fresh process, that's a process. You can design a blank project and create it from a blank project. Now, if you have, suppose you have some code which you want to create and you want to give it to everyone and you want to say that, okay, hey, don't create it again and again and again. Use my project. That's called a library. Suppose a piece of code I am creating, okay, I'm using the piece of code, the same piece of code with a different input, you are using it from the same piece of code from a different input, you are using it, other person is using it. That's the library. Okay, let me show you. So in new project, you will see these kind of project library, test, mission, or so let's understand these four things properly. Now, when you are creating a new project, you have first thing is process. Fine, it's a blank project. Give you a blank template. Now you can create code from here. It's good, fine. Project. It's a process. You can run it. Second thing is called library. What is library? Suppose A is there, B is there, C is there, D is there, E is there. Suppose multiple people are there, A, B, C. These all are developers. These all are developers. Now, what is happening is this is creating one piece of code, or two. This is also creating one. That's working on three. This is also creating one. This is creating four. One, creating five. One, creating six, seven. These are type of automation. Doing two automation. This is doing one and third automation. This is doing one and fourth automation. One and fifth, one and sixth. Log into Facebook, get user detail. Log into Facebook, get his friends. Log into Facebook, uh, download photos. Log into Facebook, message someone. Log into Facebook, post or uh, extract some information. The common thing is first step, which is log into Facebook. That's called reusable. A is doing login, B is doing login, C is doing, all are doing login to Facebook. Only thing is changing, only thing which is changing over here is username and password. Apart from that, this code will be same. Only thing will be changed, username and password. Apart from that, thing will be changed. That means I can create a code which I'll give everyone and I'll say, hey, don't create a code for login here. I have created it once. I'm giving you all. You just need to give username and password and it will log in for you. Now, I am saving this much. I'm saving 4 hours, just investing 1 hour. Change in approach, and you are saving 4 hours. This is called a library. I'll create login as a library, log into Facebook as a library. And I will ask all of them to get libraries into their process. We'll create libraries also. But right now, just understand it. So I will create a library. And I'll give all of them. That's called the library kind of. Create a reusable component and publish them together. Now, the third thing is test. Okay. Now you have process, you have created a process, fine, everything is good. Library you have created. But there are multiple things where you need to create test cases. You don't need to just, you need to automate test cases. Suppose every day you are going and you are putting some input. You have created a, suppose you have created a system, you have created a system where you have a website and you need to check whether the URL is working on every day. Because some code change is going every day in the, in the background. So you need to check whether URL broke or it's still working. That's a test. Every day, that's a automation. You're checking the URL, but you need a validation over there whether it is done or not. You need a validation. It's not just a automation, it's a validation. Or you have some table over here which does calculation. It some take inputs and does some calculation. Out of that calculation, you need to check whether according to input it is getting expected output or not. That's also one kind of value. This is testing basic. When you use automation to check the testing things, that's called test automation. This is nothing different. There's only validation will be there. Validate activities will be there for. This is similar, just like automation only, but just testing is there instead of your normal flow automation. So it's like automation is just like, okay, fine. I went to office, I did my task and came home. What is test automation? I went to office, I did my task, whether the task is right or not, done properly or not, and then I came home. The when you do that, done properly or not, that testing, that's a test automation. Automation is I went office, I did my work, I came home. That's automation. I went office, I did my task, whether the task done or not, that's validation, that's testing, and then I came home. So if you want to create test automation, you can create the third thing that's called automation. Okay. Now, fourth thing is template. You became a solution architect. Now, in your company, how project, you get a project, you segregate that project into 4 or 5 pieces, and you give that project to your automation team. You say, okay, hey, first and 1 and 2 developer will work on this. Third and fourth developer will work on this piece. Fifth and sixth developer will work on this piece. Now they all are working on different. There's a possibility they will do the mistakes. What kind of mistakes? Someone is writing variable name as a big variable names. Someone is writing just var1, var2, var3, var4. Someone is writing 1, 2, 3 variable, 1 to 4 variable, 1 to 5. So, and there's a possibility that, okay, other person is using different kind of template, other person is using different kind of template, other person is using different kind of template. So while merging the project together again, you'll get the problems. To make this inline, what you do, you create template. First, you build a template. You say that, okay, in your template, You define the rules that, okay, variable name should be like this, argument name should be like this, files name should be like this. In your project, only 4 files should be used. Not like, okay, first and second developer in their project, they use 100 files. And third and fourth developer used 1 file only. They create everything in 1 file. They wrote every code in 1 file. So what happened in this condition? What will happen in this condition is, you are merging the code together, you will get the problem. That's why it is important. So suppose you have 4 developers. You have 4 developers over here. You got a project, big project. So what solution architect will do? It will design a process, and then it will segregate this entire task into 4 subtasks: T1, T2, T3, and T4. Then it gives this T1, T2, T3, T4 to these teams, these small developers. That, okay, fine, do one thing, buddy. Create this one. T1, this is T2, this is T3, this is T4. Now what happened? This D1 developer create a project for the task one. What it does, create n number of files. Variable name is V1, V2, V4, kind of. Argument name is A1, A2, like this. There's no direction of argument. There's nothing. There's 100 files. T2 create only 4 files. Project name and all. Right? Variable is name is good, like is creating var1. This is creating actually name, credentials, kind of variable, and only 1 file or 2 files. So when the project is done, when all of them will say, oh, I have done my task is done. They ran it and everything is good. Now at the end, when solution architect came and he said, okay, fine, now let's combine them together, because you need to give the entire project to the client. While combining, he figured out, okay, there is no coordination between these variable names. There's no coordination between these files. This has 100 files, this is 4 files, this is 1 file. There's a lot of here and there things are there. So what will happen? A solution architect first need to create a template where that person will define what will happen. Where my solution architect will create a template where that person will define what my project name will do, what my files name will be, what my variable, how my variable will be defined, where to put comments, what type of files you need to create, what will be your folder structure of your project, which file you can place in your, which file types you can place in your project under. These are comes under template. All the rules will be defined in that template. So that's for that you need template. So you can create these many type of projects. Now you can use already created template, which is RE framework, which is document understanding process, and more templates are there. You can use inbuilt templates also. So basically you have 4 basic type of projects. Okay. Any doubt till now, guys?
No one.
Okay. Now let's create a simple process. If you want,
Maninder,
yeah.
Maninder, when you go to the real-time
Hello. Yeah, your voice is breaking, Mahesh.
process
Voice,
or else robotic control. Maninder, Maninder.
buddy, you became robot. Yeah. Mahesh, I'm on mute.
Mahesh, you can try typing on the chat.
Okay.
If
Mhm. It's clear, I guess. Mahesh, you are saying something. I think it's
Yeah, well, when I'm into that project, real-time project, right, Maninder?
uh-huh.
When you create process or else a real-time robotic enterprise framework.
Okay. So it's not like you create all the projects in robotics enterprise framework. Okay. It depends on the requirement of your project. We'll see
Okay,
workflows in upcoming classes. We'll see workflows, know, type of workflows. We have sequence, we have flowchart, we have state machine. How RE framework came into existence from state machine? We will create our RE framework. We will create our framework. Then we'll see RE framework also, and then we'll see other document understanding frameworks also. That okay, how these came into existence and where which workflow is required.
okay, Maninder.
Even we'll see, there is a dispatcher and performer concept is there. Nowadays, people are not using directly RE framework, only RE framework. Or people are creating. Companies are more into requirement that whether they are where they are asking you that okay, you need to create your framework. Nobody is using RE framework right now. They are like okay, RE framework they are using, but they have inbuilt RE frameworks. They are inbuilt RE framework, updated RE framework. We will see that one also, where you need RE framework, where you need processing. Okay, that's so.
Okay,
Yeah, for now, let me create a process for you, a simple process for you. And as I said, I'll show you and I'll teach you only those things which is
Excuse me once.
yeah.
Sorry. Maninder, I have a doubt actually you said 4 types of project, right? Process library, test automation, and template. Means I can club them like if I want, means there are rules and conditions, so I am using template. And if I want to use a reusable like a login or anything in my template, means I can club them, or you must go into only one of them to use, means
Okay, I understand. You are saying that all of them can I create one project, right?
means I can
Library.
use it. I can use a library in the template kind of process, or means everything should be limited in that type only.
No. You can use anywhere.
Okay.
Use in process. You will use library. I'll show you. Okay, don't worry. I'll show you things.
Okay, thank you so much.
So now in projects, let's create a simple project. Don't worry, I understand you must having questions, and it's really good if you are asking the questions. That's okay with me. But if right now you are not ask your question, okay, definitely. If you have any single doubt, so you are paying. This is my responsibility to clear your doubt. Okay, otherwise we are not on the same page. Ask your question, and I'll answer it over here. If you are not able to answer, keep hold that question with you and ask every time whenever you come across that the topic. Okay, so we're gonna take everything. Don't worry about that. If I'm saying that, suppose I said okay, RE framework, we'll see, that doesn't mean that okay, I'm leaving the RE framework. We're gonna cover that thing, but we will pick that RE framework at the right place, at the next step. Okay, so right now what I'm doing is okay, we are on the start. I am on the start tab. I'm not picking these tools and templates and all these kind of things right now, because we're gonna come. Teams will come when we have Git repository and TFS and all. Right now we are on the start. I'm making it very simplified so that you will not get confused with lot. Now let's creating a simple process. Simple, easy running process, right? Okay. We'll create hello world process. We'll just run our robot. We'll see small things over here. So you each entity how it is over here. Each entity I'll show you. And then you will understand whatever I have taught till now, the publishing and all and running and all, which I show you. So now let's me create a process. So I'll go to process and I'll click on this one, new process, new blank process. Now, first thing is I need to give a meaningful name to my process. So I am saying hello world. Recording, you will get the recording. Don't worry about it. That okay, you don't have to do it right now while I'm doing it, with me. You don't have to do it. I'll do it, then you can do it. Don't worry about it. And if you forget anything, you go through the recording, ready with your questions tomorrow. Okay. So First thing is hello world. Okay, I'm giving a meaningful name. Please give a meaningful name. Remember, no spaces. Don't give spaces like this. Never give spaces. Okay. Always, if you want to give a space, better use underscore. Active. Even in the variable name, even in your argument name, even in any file name, project name, anywhere, try to give wherever you have name kind of thing, not in UiPath only. If you are writing Java code, if you are writing any code, other code, always remember instead of space, give underscore. Now give description over here. I'm giving description. Why I'm giving description? It's very important to give description over here. You will see over here, right? So suppose I'm giving this is a hello world program. Okay, simple. Okay, show you. I'll show you why description is required. Okay, hello world. This is such. This description doesn't have any impact on your code. Don't worry if you don't give description. Put it blank. It doesn't have any impact on your code. Okay, but as a developer manner, it's good to write location where you want to store this project, where you want to create this. So I'll go over here. I'll go to my desktop and I'll say I'll creating a new folder over here and I say bypass automation journey. Okay. Created a new folder and I'll say select folder. Now compatibility. You have Windows or cross platform. Either you can run Windows, whether you are running this or you are running your project on cross platform. That means DOS and all. You know, you have Linux, DOS kind of. So whether you want to run on that one. So I want to run my project on Windows. Now let's understand language. What is
Here
this
compatibility, Mandal. In compatibility, we select like where our robot will work, right? That
yeah, where,
assistant is on
yeah,
execution.
yes, for where I'm using this code, means for where I am creating this code. I want to run it on Windows, whether I want to run it on DOS, Linux kind of system. No, I'm running it on create a window. Okay, let's understand language. So you have two languages, VB or C Sharp. Basically, your UiPath is created. The background code of UiPath is VB or C Sharp. Okay? When you choose VB, why I'm choosing VB? Once I choose VB and I created a project, so inside that you need to write expressions, a little bit expressions like equals expression. Like suppose you are writing a normal if else expression over. You are writing suppose conditions greater than, less than, or some different kind of. So there you need to use VB language only. You can't use if you have chose your project language as VB and you are writing inside that inside your code. You suppose you have to write some a small code and you are writing it in C sharp. Not possible. You are writing expression in C sharp. Not possible if your project code is. Why I'm saying that your UI path when you say UI path, your UI path. Understand this thing. When you choose language, your UI path, your project will be created in either C sharp, either V. When you choose C sharp, your background, the blank project or the codes available over here will be C sharp. When you choose VB, and it will create a frame for you, create a canvas for you, this canvas background code will be VB. And all the available code where you drag and drop will be present in VB. And you have to write everything in VB. And you it a expression over here, some code, small code expression over here, you need to write in VB. If you choose C sharp, all the available codes which you can drag and drop will be available in C sharp only. And you would when you write an expression over here, you need to write in C sharp. The compiler and everything, the background things will become a Shisha, more Shisha favorable, more VB favorable. So I will choose my language as V. Okay. And let me create this one. Let's So it is creating a process for me. Now it will, restore the library dependencies. Okay. Let's focus over here, guys. Okay. You can create the project. It's a very small project. You can create it by yourself also. Don't worry about it. But major focus over here is let's first understand how this project is, how the UiPath Studio is. So it is creating a workspace for me, adding the dependencies. I'll show you what is dependencies. Those. Okay. This is how my UiPath Studio looks like. Now, important thing is you can see activity panel and all, but first thing, oh, let me open the folder. This is the folder where my project got Hello World Path Automated Journey Hello World Pro. Now, if I go home, why I was saying that you need to give a description properly, because if you see this is a Hello World project, my description. If I don't give description and this is just Hello World, if a new developer comes or if you get this code, you will not understand anything until unless you go inside the code. That's why your description is important. Okay. Now, let's understand the project. Once the project is created, you will see inside this project a few files. This project file is there. Okay. Open this project file. This is my project.json. Okay. In project.json, you can see the name is there. Hello World. Project ID is there. This is auto generated ID. This is a Hello World program. This is my description. Main file, you will understand what is main file. Dependency. What is dependency? Dependencies are the packages or the functionality available in my Hello World. Oh, okay. These are the minimum thing which you need to know. Okay, in the project file. Now, studio version is also there. Which studio version I'm using, and project version is also there. 1.0.0. When I will publish this one, it will automatically become 1.0.1. When I again publish this one, this project version will automatically upgrade it to 1.0.2 and so on. Okay. Okay. Now let's understand few how these activities are coming. What are these? And what are dependencies? Over here also you can see the structure. And there are two files, main file and the project. Apart from this, these are folders, which is right now for you. This is no use of this. Let's understand what file and project. Project JSON, you saw the JSON file which contains the information about what is the these dependencies are nothing but these codes are coming because of these dependencies. These are classes, namespace. These are bunch. Like UiPath.excel.activity is a bunch which contains lot of codes, usable code, which you can see. These are reusable codes. You can drag and drop direct. You can drag like this. And the code is there. They are reusable codes. How these reusable codes or dependencies are coming? These dependencies are coming because I have installed it from the packages. These are packages. These all activities are comes under packages. So how these activities? So suppose I'm an RPA developer and I said, okay, I want to create an automation. Okay, I'm creating an automation and I'm creating a new tool, automation tool. And in that tool, do functionalities. I want to do functionality of uh, I want to do functionality of suppose mail related thing. Okay. So I created mail related a package, mail package. Inside mail package, I place send email code. Then I place get email code, save attachment code, all the things which I could have. Get it. This will call as package. And I have encapsulated this entire all the codes inside a thing I called it. Whoever want to use any of the functionality, they have to install the package. So in UiPath, these all are packages. If you want to access mail, you have mail package. If you want to access Excel, you have Excel package. If you want to install testing, you have testing package. If you don't want to use it, you can directly cross it from here and save it. It will restore the dependency. That means we'll remove that testing thing from there. These mail, Excel, system, activity, these are by default package. These will be by default. Suppose next day you want to, right now, I want to do something with PDF. If I do PDF, I don't find more things about PDF. It's document understanding related thing. It's Excel related thing. But I don't have PDF thing. Actual PDF. Right. If I say Salesforce, these are by default package. But if I say PDF, I don't have actual things with the PDF. This is document understanding things. No? PDF. These are by default thing. So if I want to have PDF packages, I just type PDF. And I can say UiPath PDF activity and install it on system and save it. What it gonna do is it gonna give me PDF. Now you can see if I write PDF, you will see inside PDF there are more activities. Now I can join PDFs, merge PDF, extract PDF pages, images PDF, read PDFs. So that means if you want to do anything, you need dependencies, and those dependencies are nothing. These are packages. Is installed from the managed packages. Now you can see PDF packages there. If I remove this one from managed packages, it will be removed from here also. Okay. So this is my project. Now every project has one main file. Okay. So anybody knows what is the use of main? What is main file?
It's an entry point for
Entry level.
process.
Yeah. Any end. So Java or C# or any other programming language, they need a main entry level project. So suppose if I have a project, my project has uh, files like F1, F2, F3. Okay. When I publish this one, this file will become one package. And if I'm running it from Orchestrator or from anywhere, okay, I'm running it. Which file need to run first or which file need to run, how my robot will know, executor will know in any programming language. How my executor will know. So for that, Java, C#, and all these community came together and they said, okay, we'll do one thing. We'll create main file. Whatever is in main function, whatever there will be in main function, we're gonna run that one. Rest you have to call in main. If you want to run F1, F2, F3 in main, if you have to run F1, F2, F3, you need to call F1, F2, F3 in main, and then I'll run. If you don't have these files in main, I'll not run anything. I'll just run main file. It's blank, fine, it's work for me. Then you will say, oh, F1, F2, F3 is not running. That means it should be called in main to run it. Okay. So main file is nothing but the entry point for any project. Okay. When run. So you have main file over here also. Okay. Now in activities, you have different type of activities. So first activity, which I'm gonna show you right now, it's as traditions are going on. So I'm gonna run a main file. Okay. And I'm gonna show you how to run it. But before that, what I'm gonna run is we're gonna run hello. To show messages, I can just write. Suppose I don't know anything about it. So I went to my activities panel. So in project panel, you will see your files, your dependencies, your projects and files and all of these things. Activities are the second thing, second panel. This is activity panel. Activity panel in which you will see all your activities, whatever you want to do in your UI path. Activities are nothing but the reusable code. To send an email, you have a reusable code. To show a message box, you have reusable code. To open an Excel file, you have reusable. Open a browser, you have reusable code. Everything there's a reusable code is over there. Small code. You don't have to write code. Okay. We are a no code generation. So we need to write. Suppose you want to show a message box and you don't know anything, just write message. You will see a lot of things over here. So either you want to list all message and these things, send a message, Slacks. No, I don't do Slack. Message box. Definitely, I need a message box. So I can now what you want to write, you can write either over here. Okay. So activities are nothing, but these are reusable codes. You don't have to write code over here. Just can drag and drop. Whatever you want it, write it over here, choose it. Slowly, you will get into the shape where you will remember every activity, most of the activities, daily use activity. We will directly, if I want to send a message, I'll say send email, suppose send mail, no, send email. You have you want to send Outlook mail, send Outlook mail. Everything you can get. So now, what I want to write in message box is the topic. So in the message box, I want to run hello world. I'll run hello world. But starting, don't go with the interface. Instead of that, go with the property panel. Every activity has a property. Activity is reusable codes. Every activity has a property. Okay. So you can go to properties, and in the properties, you can say that okay, you have buttons and all. Leave it this one. This property or this activity requires input. What input required? It required a text. You can say value for a required activity argument text was not supplied. That means your text is required. You want to show. So what you need to do is you need to give double quotes over here because it's saying that text must be quoted. So double quotes because it's a hard code value. So hard code string value you will always give as a double quotes. Okay, so I am giving hello world. Now done. As message box only show message. It's not giving me any output and all. But chosen button is like okay fine. If you have some specific button you want to say yes, no, cancel button. You want to okay cancel. By default it will have okay button only. Or you want to do yes, no button or something like that with that message box, you can okay. And then it will show you the chosen button whether it is yes, no or any. Don't worry. Let's start it slowly. So in the message box, I have given the required input, which was text what you want. This is your Simple. Okay. Now, if you want to run your main file, you want to run your project, you can run it. In design tab, you have this debug file and all. Drop down, you have run. Click on that run button. Okay. The moment you run button, you hit the run button, it will start a execute. Now, this is your message box. But if you see over here, this is your execute. With this one, this is your execute. This is your robot. Press OK and your message there. If I run it again, now run. See over here. UiPath Studio is this. This is your executor, and this is your message box. Okay. Now I press OK, and then. So this is how you can create a simple process like Hello World and all. This is the starting of your project creation. This is just a starting of your project. Now you have seen the robots on how it is running. I close this one. Okay. Now again, if I run it. Okay. Now you can see this one is opening every time whenever you're. If I press OK, this will disappear also because this is your executor. It is triggered by Studio only. The press OK and your okay. Cool. This is how you can create your Hello World program. This is the first program, and this is how you have to create all the processes. Okay. Any questions, guys, till now?
There is two button, Maninder, run and run file. So what is different between them?
So, okay, when you want to run your main file or your project, it's run. Run file is when you want to run a specific file. I would come to this one when we will create multiple.
Okay.
But this time we are just running. You have debug file also, run also, run file also. I'll show you how it is goes one by one. Okay. Right now we have one file only. That's why I didn't touch that top file.
Okay.
Run the project. This is a simple one. You can run. Now let me publish this package. Okay. Now let me publish this package, and I'll show you that okay how your package is created into Nugget. So, while publishing this, suppose I'm not connected with the orchestrator right now, and I want to see the package, how my project looks like. Okay. So I'll go to publish, click on this publish button. Now it's saying that okay, package name. Project name is different. My package name will be Hello World. I said, okay, fine. Current version and this new version will be, my current version will be 1.0 and your project version will become 1.1. I said, okay, fine. No worries. Package icon, I don't need tag, project tags. I want to put some tags and all. No, I don't want to put any tags. You want to put next one. Publish to. Whether you want to publish to the orchestrator. No, I don't want it to publish to the orchestrator or something like that. Okay. I want to custom it. Okay. And you want to customize it? I said, yeah, I want it in at my, publish to custom location, local. I will choose my folder from the desktop, which is my folder is UiPath Automation Journey. I chose my UiPath Automation Journey folder. And I said, next, I don't need any certificate or something like over here. I just publish it. So it is compiling my activities. It's checking whether everything is fine or not. My package got published. Okay. This one got published. You can see the version is 1.01. Okay. My location is, this one is my location. Right. Okay. Now, if I go to my, wait, one, this you can see, hello world dot 1.0.1 dot nugget is my, this is my project. Now I can give you this file directly. You can see 21 KB. It is just 21 KB. Can give this package. This is the file basically. can give this package directly to you, and you can publish it to your. You'll see that one once we test. Okay, so this is how you can create a process and publish. I publish it in my local and create it as a Nugget package. So if you have any doubt, guys, you can go ahead now. I'm open to the questions. And that. So if you have any question, you can ask from starting to end.
Maninder,
Yeah.
as we've seen the architecture, right? So a database also involved in this architecture, or the database is separate?
Database, what orchestrator database or means I didn't understand database automation or database or what kind of
No, no, orchestrated database. That means
orchestrator
all.
databases? Yeah, orchestrator database will be there. SQL will be installed or the database will be there for the orchestrator. That's a setup thing.
Okay, so orchestrator database is installed with orchestrator, right there?
Yes, you would need you know right now it is basically cloud-based things are like you
Okay.
you host your website, right? It's just like the hosting your website. Orchestrator is just like hosting your on-premise website. So
Mm-hmm.
orchestrator can be cloud-based or on-premise. That means orchestrator can be on your domain or it can be on their UiPath domain. It's like cloud-based and uh, on-premise.
Okay. So we can see that all activities with database also, right? On orchestrated activities, scheduled tasks and all these things.
You can see that one. Even in your cloud, also free of cost, also we will see that one. We will
Okay.
schedule our bot from orchestrator.
Mm-hmm.
So once we start our orchestrated topics, we'll. Any other doubt, guys? Anyone has any other doubt? They can ask questions.